Hello everyone, Death Stimulator here, bringing you some more naval action. So today we've headed back round around just in Charlestown, and we're currently heading south towards Plymouth, and we're going to check out what sort of ships are available there, as we're currently hunting for a victory. I'm taking the Frigate out in hopes that we can run into perhaps a similar level player who might be interested in having a fight. We got fairly lucky last time we were in the area, and had a reasonable engagement against a Belle Poule, which was a couple of episodes ago. Not going to risk sailing my balloon around these parts, especially as we're still undercrewed. Now, this was meant to be the Wednesday patch, which they'd hoped to have the boarding back. Sadly, the server downtime has come and gone, and there was no patch at all, so presumably it will be updated Friday or even Thursday, though I think they'll probably hold off until the Friday patch. Looking forward to that. I will be diving right into that as soon as that patch comes up. Double Renommee, if they head over here, we'll probably get into a fight with them. So we've been fairly lucky the last couple of days. We got to fight some mid-sized fleets with some of the other Dutch players down and around Fort Zoutman and the ABC Islands. But now I'm particularly keen to get my hands on a victory. I know there's one back down at Cork, but I think I'll shop around first, see if I can get a better one. The one at Cork is alright, I think it's a basic or even a common. But really that'll do. I mean, I'm only going to be wanting to throw it at PvP engagements, kind of large Trafalgar battles or something like that. I suppose I could hold off and wait until the new Ship of the Line comes out. I think there's still one more. There's at least one more first rate coming up, I think. Oh, I think the Renommee's targeting us now. Darn. We've got the carronades equipped. I just don't really want to engage them and have them upwind of us. We'll see. If they're going to catch us, we'll turn around, but okay, they've caught us. Alright. Should be a reasonably interesting match. We'll be relying on our carronades to carry us through on this. And ideally we won't get into too tight a spot. We'll see though. Renommee's a decent ship. Though it is 30 guns aside to our 19. I'm going to take one, maybe two volleys, then I'm going to pop a repair, just so we can probably get a second one off later on in the battle. We're unfortunately in a little bit of a poor position, having them upwind of us. We'll see how things go here. Ideally, we might actually be able to turn and get on the tail of Edward bizarrely there. And we can kind of ignore Congra Ironhawk for the moment, as long as we focus on taking out one of the Renommee. Our biggest concern is going to be if they take out our guns, in all honesty. For me, that's the deal breaker for a fight, particularly against AI. If I'm having to pop a repair just to deal with the fact that I've lost my guns, it's grating, and I find it rather boring. We are, however, going to be able to get a decent exchange off here. I feel that we came out on top of that one. Even had a fairly nice position. Iron Hook wasn't able to get any significant hits off against us, which is nice. Though we've already lost 3 guns on one of our on our port side. Right, going to pop our first repair. Nice, they shot their own ally, which is good. Well, good for us at any rate. And, yeah, Edward Bizarrely's taken a nice number of hits. We should be able to finish them off. Carronades definitely paying for themselves here. Actually, I'm going to stop. I might end up copying this on our side, but that'll be alright if we can basically seal the fate of one of the Renommees. Let's swing round, hit it with our starboard guns. Took a bit more punishment than I would have liked, but I think it'll pay off. Ended up being a little bit high. Gonna pop our module repair as well in anticipation. Oh, haven't needed it yet. Okay, apparently they have not hit our modules. That's good. Alright, good. Well, at least the last volley wasn't for naught. They have had to use a repair. Let's see if we can get a raking shot off against them, actually. Doesn't look like it, sadly. Well. We were too late with our timing there. Oh, well, this has set us up reasonably nicely. And we should be able to finish off the first of the Renommee. All in all, fairly tidy little battle. Was worried we might not go too well, but we got a little bit lucky, especially with not losing any guns. Well, many guns, any. Iron Hook's going to be a little bit of a pain if they continue to remain upwind of us. Though at this point we should be able to seal Edward Bizarrely's fate here. Well, at least he's not shooting his ally this time. The AI's gotten a little bit better with that sort of stuff. Probably could have worked harder to get our get us turned a little bit more, so we weren't shooting high. But I'm not too fussed. We're pretty much onto the cleanup phase now. Though I had forgotten how the AI can remain afloat for longer than you expect sometimes. Fortunately, they're not going to hang back against the wind, which is good. We're only going to get one deck off against them. Well, I say one deck, the top deck. Not particularly useful for our purposes. We will, however, be able to catch them with our left side, which will be good. And we didn't take any extra fire from Bizarrely, which is excellent. Probably try to use our second repair before leaving the battle. Should put us in good stead for another fight. Just in case we have to get into mischief before we reach port. Though that's unlikely, I mean, Plymouth's not too far from us. Got a little bit overzealous with our turn there and rotated our sails too far around. But no harm, no foul. They're on their last legs here. forgetting how short carronades fall. Well, it's not ideal, but we'll get a exchange of broadsides off here, which will put them under. Could also escape, but I feel that's probably a little bit unnecessary. Ooh, weird. I had let it settle, and then I hit V, which of course unsettled everything. Well, there they go. Not too bad. Just pop a repair and wait for that to wrap up. Anyway, I'll bring you guys back in once this repair's complete. And once that ship's sunk, actually. There we go. So, ooh, nice. Swordfighting handbook. Might hang on for that once we get the boarding rework. And a decent bit of experience in gold. So, we'll continue on to Plymouth. Get into port. Fix ourselves up. See if there's a reasonable victory around. And then we'll probably wrap it up here for today. Unfortunately, just a bit of time constraints. Don't have a lot of time to record for today's episode. And I've already spent quite a bit of time fruitlessly looking around due to the fact the server patch was a little bit later than I expected, so I missed out on being able to play after. Well, usually I get on immediately after it, but as it was a bit later, that pushed everything back today, so you'll forgive me for that. Try to make up for it with some victory gameplay tomorrow, ideally. Let's see, what are we at? Yeah, we still need about 32,000 experience before we'll even come close to being able to pilot it properly. But the extra guns will hopefully make up for that. So, Plymouth, what do we have? Nothing. No first rate. Got a second rate? No second rate. Do you even have a Bologna? No. Alright, well, looks like tomorrow we will be heading back over to Corcobaccar and seeing... Oh, excuse me, went to desktop. And seeing if the victory is still there. And if we can grab it. As usual, this has been Death Stimulator. Thanks very much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, do let us know. And please consider liking, commenting, favoriting, or subscribing, as your support does mean the world to me. I'll see you all next time.